line, not built for a straight line.
Not your average Hellcat.
Welcome back to this first that we've got the Altimaniac.
If you don't know what that is, then you're just
We
a
can't
nerd.
be friends.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome back to this versus that. Today we have a very special battle. We brought the man, the myth, the legend, Chris Forsberg, and the Altimaniac because you guys asked for it. You said you want to see that thing down this strip. But since we brought him on a drag race show in a drift car that makes a ton of horsepower, we figured let's put him up against an actual drag car to see what happens.
But we got 8 doors.
8 doors total, you know, just for fairness.
It's an orgy of doors.
Yeah, it's a
Really early
dorgy.
on for that.
It's a dorgy.
I can't.
Can we go see the cars?
Yeah, let's go see
Can we
the
go
cars.
see the cars?
Hi, Chris.
You guys
What's up,
cracking me
dude?
up.
Good morning.
Morning, guys.
What's up, baby?
I like the intro song.
Yeah, that's all
There you
him.
go.
That's all.
Picking up what we're putting down.
All right, so we got Chris and you are
Alex.
Alex.
Nice to meet
Kurt,
you
guys.
nice to meet you.
Alex, how
Hey,
are
Dan.
you? Thank you so much for coming out.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
You've seen
Okay, yeah.
Chris's car on. We're gonna come back to it for the new people, but let's start with that over there
Yes.
first.
What?
Okay.
Not your average Hellcat
That
for
does
sure.
not look
Okay.
it at all.
We actually just finished up the build on this. It's still 6.2 liter. It's forged pistons, rods, crank. We did the whole turbo kit in-house at Pite's Performance Tunes, our shop. So it's making about 1,050 right now on
Wow.
23 pounds of boost.
So you said Pite's Performance is all you do is these cars, or you do everything?
Oh yeah, GM, Ford, Dodge.
Yeah.
Okay.
We also do turbo kits on the C8s, but it's our turbo kit and our tuning. We're hoping to break some hearts with it.
He's got a big old heart. He's got
What's
a-
the
Gotta
weight
get
on this
broken.
one?
I'd say around 5,400 pounds or something.
Whoa!
Is it a common thing to turbo these?
Fun fact about Hellcats and twin turbos, you have to have the bypass valve still plugged in. So yeah, that ate my lunch for a little bit. So we literally have the bypass valve plugged in, just flapping around thinking it's doing its thing.
It's a good thing this isn't my car. Nobody eats my lunch.
What turbos are on there?
It's got the comp oilless turbos on it. They're like a 62, 66 equivalent
Okay.
if you're
Okay,
talking
okay.
precision. We could squeeze some more power out of it, but we're just kind of easing into it right now.
I mean, 23 pounds, there's still a lot of room in there.
Yeah, we could push it to about 30 PSI.
What kind of fuel?
It's on E85. 4 Innovations, triple pump fuel system. It's a built trans, and then we've got different half shafts in it.
Built factory trains?
Still a factory trans, a ZF8 HP.
Have you run it down the strip at all or anything yet?
No, this is its maiden voyage actually.
Oh,
Literally,
boy. All right.
we rolled it off the dyno onto the trailer.
Why would you go turbos instead of supercharger? Was it a flex, or did you find some advantages to it?
Well, what's funny, we actually have the leftover parts of the supercharger sitting in the trailer right now. He blew up the supercharger, like it imploded.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
He decided, I want to put turbos on it. And yeah, we just ended up doing our thing and making it happen.
There's something special on the back end that I want to see. Like,
go.
There's something hanging out underneath the fender wells that's looking pretty meaty here.
So we got some bead lockies.
15-inch conversion. So
Okay.
yeah, it's all the meat, about 29.5.
29.5? Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Big tire, dude.
Honestly, when we pulled up, I was like, well, it's a Hellcat. But the more we walk around this,
yeah,
I
right?
know.
All right, well, I guess it's time to go look at.
Yeah, the competition.
Ladies and gentlemen, this episode is brought to you by our friends at HP Tuners. If you're not familiar with them, they make all sorts of diagnostic, scanning, tuning tools. Hell, it's what I tuned my C10 with. It's what I tuned my Tahoe with. It's what Blake Wilkie tunes his Bug with. Anyway, head over to their Instagram or click the link below. Check them out.
So this car, not built for a straight line. We still haven't been able to turn the power up yet because we're getting ready for FD. We're leaving for FD in like 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
And we're not done with the car yet, but you guys are important.
Is that, much love, much love.
We are still on the G30s, so we're still at like 1050 to the ground. Pretty similar power to your car, actually.
Yeah, awesome. A little lighter though, I'd say.
A bit lighter, yeah, 3,200 pounds. We're running 26 PSI through the Garrett G30s. The engine's capable of 2,000, but we haven't had the time to, because we debuted the car. Hurt went for its main voyage, then we took it over to the Tire Slayer Studios. We did some donies over there, had some fun with it. We got the call last week, we're like, oh God, you know, like.
You want to race your car?
Yeah, dust it
no,
off, figure
but
it out.
yes.
Who built this motor? Because I'm friends with, I believe, the people that built this motor.
Oh yeah, this is T1 race motor.
Tony Paulo, man, if you know anything about old school import drag racing and you know anything about the Texas 2K numbers right now, like he's at the very tip of that spear right now.
Oh, yeah.
So it's crazy to see him go from like doing Hondas and front wheel drive drag racing to doing like VR38s that make like 2,000 plus horsepower. So
yeah, which is why I wanted to go with him because they just, like you said, they're just killing it in Texas Mile and other drag racing. So we're like, you know, we want a motor that can take it. The big change that we did on this thing was we had our pals over at Rotiform. They knocked out some 18-inch beadlocks for us pretty much overnight. These things, we got the call, what, Tuesday to come out here. Wednesday, we told them that we need some beadlocks, and they fired these things right out of the machine.
can we show like how much meat you have on there?
You can tell already because the ride height. So the ride height.
I had an extra breakfast burrito. I don't think I want to sit in the back when you're going because it'll just drag tire all the way down.
I don't think we could do rear
I also
rides.
want to point out when you open the door, we talked about it with the Hoonigan Happy Hour, but the reason I love this car so much, it looks and feels like a Super GT car, but yet when you want to hang it out, it hangs out like a drift car too.
Oh yeah.
So I think you guys captured the best of like old school super touring, but then also like this is the ultimate drift taxi too. So I love everything about this.
That's what we're going for. And so we changed up the setup a little bit. We kind of softened the rear up, see if we can get it to actually hook up. Because last time we were here, if you remember, we put a 1,000-foot burnout down. So.
At the end of the day, you got chrome door handles.
And it still looks like an Altima. And he's got carbon fiber seats. This looks like an Altima. It's the ultimate Altima. It doesn't look like a bastardization of an Altima. It doesn't look like a monster truck Altima. It still looks like an Altima. Nissan, you should be thanking your lucky stars that this man's working with you right now.
It's the second best.
This is the second best
Altima
one,
ever
right?
Yeah,
built.
second best.
Second best.
Yeah, this is the second best Altima.
We're still waiting to see the first one, but this is
Can't
the
wait.
second.
It's
For
still in
sure.
hiding.
So what do you guys want? 1,000 feet, 1,500 feet? I mean, there's a 500 foot
We got
too. but I
500,
figured you guys-
1,000, or 1,500.
You guys
Whatever
got
you guys
more.
want to decide.
Definitely at least 1,000.
Yeah.
Okay.
We don't want the
We'll go for the
500.
I'll give it
1,000.
1,000.
Start at
Okay, let's
1,000?
start with 1,000.
Start with 1,000
Alright,
feet.
cool.
Yeah, man.
Man, I can't go up against Forsberg and my boy. I've known him for so long, but come on, man. Like real American muscle, like Hellcat down a drag strip. I'm going Hellcat.
First glance, I was like, I've seen this car, the Altimaniac, all the way. But after seeing the Hellcat, we close. I'm still going with the Altimaniac, just because it's amazing.
1,000 horsepower versus 1,000 horsepower. 3,000 pounds versus 5,000 pounds. Chris doesn't have 2 HKS super sequential blow-off valves though. It's really hard to bet against that because that's my heart, but power to weight to one of my favorite drivers ever, I gotta go Chris Forsberg.
Never bet against race car, so I'm going Altimaniac.
Weight always wins. I'm gonna go Chris.
Well, he's got weight and sequential.
Chris Forsberg gets the win.
Well, haven't heard that before. Yeah, Chris.
And so while we wait, the boys want to do some test hits. This is a new build. He is not running down the strip at all. So this is going to be his maiden run. Forsberg is also going to take some test hits because he's never drag raced. Yeah, he's going to need some work.
That is a ridiculous vehicle. Chris Forsberg with another 1,000 foot long burnout.
That's the cool thing about drifters and drag cars is you don't live.
They don't,
You just,
they know.
you just keep it
That's
together.
why they're so fast. They
Yeah.
just hang on.
pedaling.
So we got some beep boops going on. We got some ballast in the back.
Yeah.
Just having trouble putting the power down a little bit.
Yeah, the transmission's just going right right past the shift point.
Okay. And so how many people are you gonna run in this thing on your run? Just one for now?
We'll
or
see.
full seat?
Two.
Okay, 2 in the back.
Yeah. This is scientific.
Yeah, of course, of course. All right, first race, we're going heads up to 1,000 feet. See who stops spinning tires first.
Round 1.
And it still left the line all the way there.
Look at the other lane versus this lane. There's just meat the whole way.
So you're still battling the trans?
Yeah, man. I'm doing the best I can. I have to lift to shift it and get back in it.
What do you want on a negotiation? You want to negotiate some cars, take the hit? What are you thinking?
If I can do a hit in the car, I'm good.
I think that's fair.
So what we're gonna do now, we're gonna give the Dodge Hellcat, we're gonna give it the hit and one extra car. Forsberg's being very gracious. So that's race 2.
Round 2. That's a bummer. His car isn't up.
It is. I'm super interested in a roll.
I think a roll race.
I think a roll is.
Yeah,
I think a roll race.
He can't shift.
He still can't shift.
Like 60 roll. So you're like already in third.
60 roll would be psychopathic, and I like it.
60 roll to 500.
No problem. I'll stand right in the middle, right here. No worries. That's not scary at all.
How do you think this thing would do from a roll?
You all right?
What would be your ideal roll?
What would be your ideal race right now? So obviously we went 2 races. Chris won both. So now it's trying to put together a race that's you think would be in your favor.
I think
Do a 60-year-old.
That's what we were thinking.
60 roll might be good because then you're already in your like second, third gear. Chris,
You want to do a 60 roll?
60 roll? Sure.
What's that mean?
Honestly, that was the cutest thing Chris has ever done. He's like,
Oh, he said 60-year-old. I was like, oh, bro, from 60. I was like, wait, is there enough room for that? And I'm like, no, it's 60 foot, right? This drag race stuff. It's like, yeah, 60-year-old.
60 miles an hour when you guys pass this go.
All right, man. Yeah, let's do it.
bonus round.
That is crazy. Why would we stand right here? We shouldn't stand right here.
goddamn, this
Dude.
thing is
60 roll. Look like a 100 roll.
That was insane.
You really can't stand losing to an Altima.
Well, Chris, congrats. That was a great race.
I want to shout out to the guy who let us use the car, Jake, BMF Nutrition. This is his company. Really
Awesome.
appreciate him letting us use the car.
Wait, so it's not your car?
And on that note,
Congratulations, and what you get is a high five.
Yeah,
All right.
In the end, I'm pretty sure one car is going to win.